I've been on my journey, my spiritual journey, walking it actively for 8.5 years. And when I tell you spirituality does not require perfection from you, spirituality itself does not require perfection from you. What it requires is pursuit, progress, and practice. That's it. That's it. You can end it right there. If you're ready to start your spiritual journey, that's it. You could start with that. But let's get into it a little bit. Because if you're wanting to start your spiritual journey in 2025, you awakened last year, or maybe you've been on your journey and you're stuck energetically, it's good to go back to the fundamentals and the basics, because once you understand that, you can take that with you with every era or facet of your journey that you're in. So let's go back to the basics. The first thing that spirituality requires from you is practice, is to try it. It doesn't require you to believe it. It doesn't require for you to believe any type of dogma other than possibility. Is this possible for me? Let's look at the facts. We've all experienced what we consider some of the worst things to happen in our lives. They happen, we found our way through them, and we are still here. The cosmic principles of the universe let us know that if the worst thing can happen, the worst thing can happen to you, and you probably lived that a few times. I know I have. That means equally as possible is the best thing. A lot of us forget that because our minds are focused on keeping us alive. So it reminds us of the hard shit. Okay. How many lessons have you learned from those dark times in your life? You always kind of go back to those. Now, how many have you learned from the joy? You probably have learned an immense amount of lessons from the joy, but you remember that pain. That pain taught you something. Spirituality does not ask you to suppress your pain, to deny your reality, but it helps you shift your orientation to it. Yes, I'm in my garage. Spirituality helped me in this garage so I can literally share my insights and my story and my truth and my inner wisdom with y'all. Because this is what I needed. This is what I needed to hear when I awakened to this new possibility and wonderment of this life, and just a new understanding of myself. Because that's what spirituality gives you. It gives you access to getting to know and understand the totality of who you are, what you are, who y'all are, and to better understand the universe that all of us are a part of, the intelligent, ever expanding, ever growing, infinite universe. And yes, I like universe over God. I like source over God. God feels limited, but the universe includes every single thing, every single particle, nanoparticle, like the seen and the unseen combined. Because I never want to forget there is more to me than this, what I see in the demographics right here. Okay. That's what spirituality gives you. It's the resource, it's the tool that keeps on giving. It's the framework that helps you feel affirmed. My spiritual path has never asked me for perfection, but only pursuit and progress. It has never asked me for belief, only practice. Spirituality does not ask us for perfection. And if anybody is selling you on that, my spiritual path has never asked me for perfection, but only pursuit and progress. It has never asked me for belief, only practice. Spirituality does not ask us for perfection. And if anybody is selling you on that, telling you that, it's a red flag. It's a big red flag. Because what they are selling you is imbalance in practice. Someone is telling you that spirituality requires perfection. They are trying to sell you a relationship of codependency where you're going to be stuck like glue to them for the rest of your life. And I'm going to be honest with you, you don't need that. Nobody needs that. I'm going to say it and I'm going to repeat it. True, life affirming, healthy, and empowering Spirituality does not demand belief, but it invites you to try, to practice, and to grow at your own pace. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Period. Let me tell you how I did this thing because I've been on this journey for 8.5 years on my own independent spiritual journey. You can walk this independently. You can work with teachers, read books, you know, go within. The sky is the limit. And where does the sky end? Where does it begin? Who knows? Because I feel like the sky is right behind. If it's in a backdrop, it's there still. The two intentions I set when I started my spiritual journey 8.5 years ago was to grow and evolve. Mhm. That's right. That's it. And to heal and be made whole. Because I knew I came into this plane whole. And all the conditionings and the agreements I've made based off of the conditionings and what living was actually modeled to me and what was within my environment that I consumed, all of those things gave me distortions of who I was. So my goal with healing was to be made whole because I knew that that's how I came in and that's eventually how you return. Let me tell you how I did this thing because I've been on this journey for 8.5 years on my own independent spiritual journey. You can walk this independently. You can work with teachers, read books, you know, go within. The sky is the limit. And where does the sky end? Where does it begin? Who knows? Because I feel like the sky is right behind. If it's in a backdrop, it's there. And those two intentions have carried me. They carried me all the way up into this. Guys, it's Angelia, the spiritual bae, and I am walking with my family right now. And it can be really hard to get out of your comfort zone, but all you gotta do is take the first step. Oh, wait a minute, let me get some lemons. There's nothing like fresh lemons. Oh, yeah, I need some fresh lemon. So, this is day one practicing vlogging, but we got out of the house, went to the neighborhood block party. So yes, getting out of your comfort zone is what you do one step at a time. I'm getting used to looking at where I'm supposed to look at. And at the end of the day, um, if you want to be somebody different, it's going to cost you the old you. And it's going to feel uncomfortable. At the beginning, it is. But you'll get better at it. And take it one step at a time. At the end of the day, spirituality is not awareness. It's not knowing something's wrong or even knowing what's true. Awareness is just a door, but spirituality is what happens after you walk through it. It's not a belief system. It's not about what you think. It's about what you do, how you live, what you practice. That is why it's intelligence. You can't think your way into spiritual transformation. You practice your way into it. Be kind and compassionate to yourself on this journey. Meet yourself with love, devotion, and continue to rise in power. See you next video. No matter where you are on your spiritual journey or how long you've been walking it, what's one piece of wisdom you'd give your younger self? Leave it in the comments. And I'll share mine too. Each one, teach one, each one, free one. You're sacred, never basic.